All right, welcome back, everyone. The image killer has returned, or has she? Let's get some less important opinions on this and go to a line. So, who do we have?
Sergeant Barteski.
Barteski, welcome back to the show. I am recording this one just so you're fully aware.
Thanks for the information, Ben.
Wouldn't want to catch you with your pants down again or anything like that. So, yeah, what do you want to talk about, man?
Oh, Ben, before we get into anything serious here, I just want to say that leading up to the call, I sat down, I listened to all the previous episodes you've done on the image killer, and taking an objective opinion of it, I've got to say, you are a very talented investigative reporter. You have done some great work, and I'm truly impressed. Thank you for the work you've done.
Well, thank you, Sergeant. I have the feeling I'm getting buttered up for something. And
with that said, you've shown great savvy with this case. I'm sure you've shown it with other cases that you've put forward on your show. But at the same time, we don't always get them right. And I want to step in and talk to you publicly today and give you a possibility of a chance to issue a retraction. So I know in your last episode, you showcased the unfortunate incident of Mr. Sheffield. And at this point, although it's not public knowledge, I've discussed with my superiors and we thought this was a great forum to do it. We are bringing it forward to the public attention that we are ruling Mr. Sheffield's death as a suicide. And this is your chance to make a public retraction in your last episode.
I just want to make sure we're on the same page going forward. There hasn't been a miscommunication. You were talking about Mr. Sheffield, who was found at the base of a cliff, correct?
Correct.
He was found sometime this week. Vlogger, decent online following. Same one we're talking about, right?
Same Mr. Sheffield.
Great. Okay. So did he drill his eyes out of his head before or after getting to the edge of the cliff?
I'm sorry?
The holes in his head, which were caused by power drills, which bear the same bore and drill type to Giroux Admos, who was the image killer's, I almost said IK killer. Oh my God, Nina's rubbing off on me. He had 2 holes drilled through his eyes that matched the bore, diameter, and type of the same drill used to kill Giroux Admos.
See, Ben, this is the point when all that great work you've been doing seems to be weighing on your mind and you're looking for connections that don't really exist. If you threw yourself off of a 60-foot cliff, you may not look so pretty either.
You wouldn't look pretty, I completely agree with you, but it's not like I'm going to land on 2 identical drill bits spaced exactly 6 inches apart when I hit the bottom.
Making it very difficult to identify anything, no less to say there were drill bore marks and accurate measurements that identified other cases. And again, you're looking for connections that don't truly exist. It's time for you to move on.
Are you saying there were no holes drilled in Mr. Sheffield's head and it was just a result of him falling off the cliff and all the distortions of the body which happened thereof?
I'm saying that we're ruling Mr. Sheffield's death as a suicide.
Okay, but, and you're not going to like that I know this, the drill bits going into his head, the two holes drilled there, which just lightly touched on the base of the skull, that's in the coroner's report. That's in your coroner's report. You're your guy.
Ben, I've given you kudos, and I've spoke to your great investigative
No.
And this is the point when you need to let things go and recognize it's time to move on.
But did he drill his eyes out of his head before jumping?
I say that when an individual as unfortunately messed up as Mr. Sheffield throws himself off a cliff, there will be some interesting things to look at on the bottom.
Your coroner has specifically identified the drill size, bore, and type as matching that of Giroux Admos, the image killer's 3rd victim. Let's say in the realm of possibility here, Mr. Sheffield gets to the edge of a cliff, he's had a rough time, tapes a cell phone to his chest, drills his eyes out, and jumps off the cliff and kills himself. Okay, let's say that happened. Where's his car and where's the drill?
Ben, he was missing for 2 days, as you reported, and could have walked anywhere. But at this point, truly, Ben, you need to cease and desist.
So he walked 10 miles from his condo to a cliff.
It's not that difficult to follow. It's
okay.
Not that far.
Doesn't answer the second part of my question, though. Where's the drill?
Ben, this is where you need to stop.
Where's the drill? Let's say he was really smart about it. Let's say he got to the edge of the cliff, he tied 65 to 75 helium balloons to the drill, which would be battery powered, because that's how you'd have to do it, punched his eyes out, and then let it go, and it just floated away into the sunset, and then he jumped off the cliff, which he'd still have to find the direction, which, sure, let's say he could do that. Do you really think that's what happened? Honestly.
Ben?
Do you honestly think the clue that went up the week before was just completely unrelated? Do you think he put it up?
On public record, we are ruling Mr. Sheffield's death as a suicide, and we are done here.
All right, okay, I just gotta know, have you contacted any other media outlets with this retraction you're asking for?
We're done here.
Well, that was a big steaming pile of denial, the first stage of any grieving process, including the death of a career. So, Barteski, maybe when the next victim turns up, you'll move on to anger. That at least might be productive. All right, that's it, guys. Good night.